reasons to doubt.
Hey guys, so I decided it was time for my very first fall video. I wanted to use the dark lipstick I got from Maybelline and I really love the purple color. It is edgy and I decided to pair it with a dark eye. I know, very edgy of me, but I think it turned out great. I show you how to get this eye look. I also used some new products Maybelline and L'Oreal sent me, so you can see first impressions of those in this video. And yeah, if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I already have my brows on, my eyes primed, and I already set it with a white base eyeshadow as I always do. And in my crease, I'm going to start off by using Makeup Geek's Fashion Addict. I'm going to apply that in the crease using a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to slightly just wing it out. I'm not using tape today because I don't want that super sharp edge, but I want a little bit of a winged out shape. So I'm going to create that just using my brush and flicking it out at the end. And just keep on adding more and more layers until you're happy with the pigmentation of the pink eyeshadow. And I'm also going to be applying that all over the lid just to get a base color, because the glitters I'm going to be adding later are not that pigmented. They do need a base color underneath them, so I'm just going to add that right now. Just keep on adding color until you're happy with the result. Now on another fluffy blending brush, I'm going to be using Curfew, also by Makeup Geek. This one is a little bit more purple and a little bit darker than Fashion Addict. I'm going to be applying this on my outer and inner corners and a little bit more down in the crease, but not so high up as Fashion Addict. And also applying that on the lid again, because for that halo effect that we're going to create, we're going to put glitter over top later. And if you want that really nice blended and gradient effect, it's best to use different brushes for different colors, especially when you're building up color going darker. It's best just to use different brushes to keep on blending and make sure the colors have a nice gradient effect. Once you're happy with that color, I'm just going to go in with Curfew by Makeup Geek. This is my darkest purple shade I'm going to be using for this look. And I'm going to be applying this only on the outer and inner corner of my eye for that extra bit of darkness and definition. And just in that crease, connect them just a little bit so that it all stays connected. But just keep on adding more and more color. And if you don't want this look to be so dark, you can just not add so much dark purple or not add it at all. But I wanted it to be a little bit darker today, so that's why I'm going in with this super dark color. Now I'm going to blend those colors together using that brush I use for the middle purple shade. And just very softly try to blend the colors together. Now for the center of the lid, I'm going to be using two of those NYX Face and Body glitters that I got in the NYX store in Valencia. These two are called Rosé and Violet, and I'm going to be mixing the two together. And to make this glitter stay on and make sure it doesn't transfer, I'm using the MAC mixing medium. I'm just applying that only on the center of the lid where I want the glitters to go. And try not to open up your eye completely now, because that glue is still wet and it will transfer to your hooded area if you look up completely. So try to keep on looking down while doing this. First going in with that violet shade and applying that mostly on the outer corners of the halo. And now also applying that rosé shade in the middle and just mixing the two together a little bit to get that nice purple glitter effect. And these do need a little bit of patience and time because they're not that pigmented and you kind of need a lot, but they do look very pretty once you have them on, so for me it's worth it. Now to finish it off, just grab that brush with a dark eyeshadow on it and very carefully just go over that glitter, over the edges of the glitter. I'm quickly going to wipe away this fallout. As you can see, they do have a little bit of fallout, and the Makeup Geek shadow also has a little bit of fallout. So I'm going to wipe away that, apply some eyeliner, and I'll be back. I will be applying falsies later after I do my face makeup. So L'Oreal and Maybelline sent me a bunch of goodies and I'm going to be trying them out during this video. I just used this Volume Millian Lashes Fatale mascara, and of course I will be writing a review on my blog very soon. So now moving on to the face makeup, I'm first going to prime using my Nivea Man Aftershave Balm. And for foundation, I'll be mixing my Makeup Forever and MAC Studio Fix Fluid again. For this video, I'm going to be trying out the Master Contour Stick by Maybelline. That looks like this. It has a light side and a dark side to contour. I don't think... Yeah, this is supposed to highlight, so I'm also going to be applying just a little bit of concealer, just a little bit of my It Cosmetics by Undereye in light. And kind of also clean up that eyeshadow. Quickly going to set that just a little bit using my MAC Emphasize powder so that it doesn't crease. But I'm not going to be using this as an under eye brightening powder because I'm going to be using that stick for that. It says to apply the lighter shade under your eyes, between your brows and on your chin area. And I'll just put it on the areas where I usually highlight. Let's see what happens. Cupid's bow, chin area, maybe just a little bit on the nose, bridge of the nose, and the forehead. Okay, so now I guess blending out using my beauty blender. I don't know what else you should use for this because it's a cream. It is kind of light, but I don't think it's light enough for super fair skin tones to use as a highlighter. It does give a very natural looking effect. And I am using my beauty blender damp. Now comes the fun part. I never do cream contouring, so I think I'm going to have to be going over it with a powder. It does blend really easily, but I'm not sure if it really makes a difference. Yeah, it does a little bit. It does make my cheekbones stand out a little bit more. I am going to be going over top with my NYX Taupe Blush, and I'm going to be applying most product on the outside of the cheekbone and using very light strokes going inward, but using most pressure here on the outside. Always make sure when you're contouring to swoop up and not down, because then you're just defeating the purpose of contouring. Now to finish off, I'm going to be applying bronzer, of course, just to pull the look together, because now we have a pretty harsh contour and we want that to all go nicely. Don't think I will be applying blush today because we have so much going on our eyes. What they also sent me was a Master Strobing stick from Maybelline. And these also come in two shades. I have the shade Light Iridescent and this is just a light pink stick. And I'm just going to be applying it straight from the stick. Just to see how that works. Maybe we'll need to blend it in with a finger or a beauty blender later. I think so. But it does leave a nice sheen. It is a subtle highlight, not as bright as I'm used to. Yeah, I'm going to be putting that highlighter on my finger and then applying it to my cheekbones. See, that's just this very subtle sheen, but it does look really natural, and this is perfect if you don't like that really bright highlighter. But I'm going to set it with my sleek Solstice palette. And for everyday wear, this might be a little bit too much highlighter and a little bit too extreme because of the lilac-y shade, but for everyday you can just leave it at the Maybelline stick because it is pretty just on its own. Since we're highlighting anyway, I'm also quickly going to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. I'm going to highlight my brow bone using that same lilac-y shade, the powder form. And for my inner corners, I'm using the Creme shade from the palette. Okay, so all my brushes are dirty, so I'm just going to use my finger to highlight my inner corners. Now our face is complete. The only thing left is lashes, and I think... Wait, I'm going to see what lashes I'll be using. Just a sec. So I decided to go with the House of Lashes mini Siren lashes just because I love that they're mini, and I think I will be ordering more House of Lashes minis because they fit my eyes perfectly, and I think they're a little bit easier to apply as the regular ones because their band is a lot thinner and more flexible. So if you have hooded eyes and have problems with applying lashes, then check out the House of Lashes mini line because they are amazing. When I was applying my lashes, I saw that I totally forgot to put a little bit of color in my waterline, and I'm going to be using Colourpop's Cream Gel Liner in Crybaby. For lips, I'm also going to be applying a lipstick Maybelline sent me. They sent me a lot of their new matte lipsticks, but this super dark purple shade was the one that spoke to me, so I'm going to be applying that. But first I will be applying MAC's Nightmoth lip liner just to get that little bit of extra pigment and color payoff. I haven't used Nightmoth in a very long time, but we're heading into fall, so now I'm allowed to again. So not only did I line my lips using Nightmoth, I also filled them in using the MAC Nightmoth Pencil. I think Nightmoth is one of the best pencils to get if you often wear dark lips, because when you use dark lipstick they tend to bleed. Over top of this Nightmoth lips pencil, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Color Sensational Blackest Berry Matte Lipstick. The lipstick isn't completely matte. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it, and I don't mind the sheen. Now just a final step to finish it all off, using some Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So that's it for my very first fall tutorial using dark colors and a dark lip, and I love it already. I can't wait for fall to really begin. Let me know what you want to see, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!